CNBC. CNBC put out this article on the 21st, and they updated it on the 22nd of February. As you guys can see, it says Wall Street has purchased hundreds of thousands of single-family homes since the Great Recession. Here's what it means for rental prices. Now I'm gonna paraphrase a lot of this stuff. I'm not gonna read this whole article. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put the article in the. It's in the description. It's in the description. Okay, so we put the article in the description, and let's read from the top, right? All right. So institutional investors may control 40% of the U.S. single-family rental homes by 2030. 2030 is 7 years from now, y'all. Really think about that. And they're saying they're going to control 40% of the U.S. single-family rental homes, according to MetLife Investment Management. And a group of Washington, D.C. lawmakers say Wall Street needs to back away from the market. How the hell are you going to stop Wall Street? Right? I'm going to skip over the next paragraph, go to the third paragraph. The single-family rental industry got its start with government backing and the fallout after the 2008 financial crisis. It was that rare opportunity that attracted the institutions to build a portfolio out of these foreclosed properties. Think about that. Now, what do I tell you guys all the time, Tooks? I say, look, if the market does crash, you're not going to be able to buy nothing anyway. Yeah. I say this all the time. Because what's going to happen? The big boys are going to come in and swoop up because they got billions and billions of dollars. And the scraps will be left on the marketplace, right? So now if you look back in history, when the financial crisis, the subprime meltdown, the Great Recession happened, they're telling you, they built portfolios out of this. Right? Now, since early 2010s, Tricon Residential, Progressive Residential, American Homes for Rent, and Invitation Homes have each bought thousands of homes. They've also added to the housing supply, in some cases, were built to rent communities. Some of these companies are financed by private equity firms such as Blackstone and investment managers such as Platinum Partners. It's almost a captive market, right? This guy, Jordan Ash, Director of Labor, Jobs, and Housing at the Private Equity Stakeholder Project. They've been very explicit on how people are shut out of home buying market and are going to be perpetual renters. Look, they've been very explicit on how people are shut out of home buying markets and going to be renters. This is all intentional. These calls come after a fierce housing inflation hit the Sun Belt states, including Texas, Florida, and Georgia. Now, let me go into this. These prices in the Sun Belt markets have outpaced national figures for rent inflation, according to research compiled by Zumper for CNBC. Between January 2020 and January 2023, rents for a two-bedroom detached home increased about 44% in Tampa, Florida, 43% in Phoenix, 35% near Atlanta. That's compared to a 24% increase nationwide. Industry advocates argued that they do not control enough market share to dictate prices in any market. Large institutions own roughly 5% of the 14 million single-family rentals nationwide in early 2022. By 2030, institutions may hold some 7.6 million homes, or more than 40% of all single-family rentals on the market, according to a 2022 forecast. Let me slow down a little bit, right? I don't think y'all really paying attention to what the hell is really happening here. First of all, let me tell you guys, if you don't know what the Sun Belt markets are, right? Because some of y'all probably don't know what this is. The Sun Belt is a region of the United States that extends from the southeast all the way across to the southwest. It begins in Southern Virginia, going down to Florida, and then across to Southern California. It is termed the Sun Belt because of the warm and sunny climate of the regions, right? Now, here are the states that are included into the Sun Belt, right? You got Texas, California, Nevada, Arizona, Florida, North Carolina, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Georgia, South Carolina, Utah, Arkansas State. Well, I have a problem saying Arkansas. It's like Arkansas.
Is this on the article?
No, this is not on the article. I'm just telling the people what it is. Because when you say Sunbelt states, did you know what Sunbelt states were?
No.
Did you know why they called it Sunbelt states?
No.
Exactly my point.
I was looking for it to see if I could pull up something.
Nah, it's not there.
Okay.
That's why I said let me explain to y'all what the Sunbelt states are. I took it off the article for a second because I want to give people and you information, right? Because I'm just talking about numbers and this and that, but you may not know how this impacts you, right? So you got Arkansas State, Georgia, Alabama, New Mexico, Tennessee, and Mississippi. So now I'm going back to the article now, right? Now, a 2-bedroom detached home increased 44% in Tampa, 43% in Phoenix, 35% in Atlanta, and that's compared to a national average of 24% increase, right? Rent is up and stuck, bro. Family, rent is up and stuck. Even at a 24% increase nationwide, that's still absolutely insane. Now, when you talk about these Sunbelt markets, where there's a lot of land, there's great weather, and a lot of these states are landlord friendly at the same time, right? See, New York is tenant friendly. It'll take you 2 years to get somebody out of New York. But in these Sunbelt states, most of them, like the Carolinas, somebody stop paying their rent, you can get them out in 30 days. It is landlord friendly. This is where investors want to invest, right? And they're saying by 2030, 40% of all the single family rentals on the market will be held by institutions. Now, let's get off the article because that's pretty much the end of the article anyway, right? So you took it down already? So I just want you guys to really understand this, right? A lot of you, like even someone on the YouTube, I'm not my YouTube, on my Instagram just now, when I put out the post to promote on Instagram saying, yo, I'm coming over here to talk about this, right?
Yeah.
Somebody said, I love your information, but it just seems like all you realtors don't think the market is going to crash. I reply back, I'm not a realtor. I'm not a realtor, bro. I'm a loan officer. But y'all got to stop thinking that foolishness. I don't care if the market crashed. Let me be clear with y'all. I don't care. I'm telling you to buy real estate because you ain't going to have an opportunity in 7 years, man, according to this article. If these folks are sitting out here collaborating with each other, putting together billions of dollars to go buy real estate, to make you, what they say, perpetual renters. If Washington, D.C. and lawmakers are saying Wall Street has to be stopped, they're buying too much of the market. They're not giving regular folks the opportunity to live the American dream. So when I say it as a professional, a licensed professional, you think I'm biased because I'm trying to make a commission off of you.
Yeah.
How, Sway? Like how? I don't care if you buy or not. No, let me not say that. I do care if you buy or not, right? Whether you use me, I don't care. Because I'm going to get mine regardless, because what's meant for me is always going to be for me. I care about black and brown people buying real estate. Yes, this is why I'm in San Diego right now in this freaking hotel room at 4 something. I could be doing anything that in the world right now, but I'm here with you guys. We was on a 9-hour flight today, man. Like seriously, a 9-hour flight from JFK to San Diego. These mother effers made a U-turn, a detour, and stopped in Salt Lake for gas. That's a whole nother story. I ain't never been a part of that experience in my life. How you don't know how much gas you need, first of all, on a plane, right? But that's a whole nother story. And as soon as we got here, I said, Tooks, set up the equipment. We're going to make this a set, and I need to go on YouTube because I need to discuss this before we go do what we were paid to come out here and do, right? I'm coming here to talk to y'all, to encourage you. Yo, if you don't go out here and buy, cool. It ain't going to impact me no way because I own real estate, man. I'm good. You're not for the most part. So when y'all say comments like that, it's just so ridiculous to me because we're not talking about the market's going to crash. What goes up must come down. We all know that. No one's stupid. But the point of all of this is, why are you waiting? See, while you're sitting here waiting on the sidelines, people, the institutional investors are not waiting. They are going crazy. And if in 7 years, 2030, ladies and gentlemen, is 7 years from now, that's nothing. Hell, 7 years, baby boss will probably be a junior in high school. You know what I mean? Like 7 years, that's nothing. And if they're saying they're projecting that Wall Street investors will own 40% of the single family properties, that only leaves 60% for the regular everyday folks. That means there's going to be more competition in that 60%. That means prices are going to continue to go up. They're not building enough homes for the amount of people in America. Inventory right now is less than 3 months of inventory in the market. Regardless of what you want to think, that's still technically a seller's market. Although now sellers will give you concessions because of the high rates and things like that, and homes are staying on the market a little bit longer. But if you really look at the numbers, if a home stayed on the market for 30 days, that was actually normal in 2019. It just wasn't normal over the past 2 years because of everything that happened. So like I've been telling y'all, we're getting back to normalcy. But at the same time, what's happening is Wall Street is going crazy. I keep telling y'all, the market crashes, you ain't going to have an opportunity to buy any of these foreclosures or short sales because who's going to buy it? Wall Street, not you. Sorry, hate to bust your bubble. I'm not even going to have the opportunity to buy them. Period. I'm going to get the scraps too. And the way my team and the resources that I have, we're going to have a better opportunity than most of the people who watch us. Because we can pool our money together in the same format, not into the billions, but definitely in the millions. And we can go out and buy. So if the market does crash, it benefits me from numerous different situations. I'm going to do more loans and I'm going to buy more property. If it don't crash, I'm going to do more loans and I'm going to buy more property. Either which way, it's a win-win for the people who are playing the game. For those who are not playing the game, my question to you, what are you really, truly, honestly waiting on?